There may be billions of people on this planet, but you won't meet everyone on this planet. So treasure who you do meet. Okay? You will not meet everyone on this planet. Treasure who you do meet. Okay? And so this video, is an invitation for you to value people and moments while you have them. A lot of times we tend to write off people, write off things, write off experiences because, oh, there'll be another person, there'll be another opportunity, there'll be another time. Okay. All right. Not life. Tomorrow's promised to no one. There are billions of people in this world, but you will never meet all of them. See, God places specific people on our paths for a reason and for a season. Every conversation, every friendship, every opportunity and relationship is very unique. Is unique to your path. So I know, like, people used to say YOLO. Is this showing my age? Lord. Listen, I never used that word. I hated it. But anyways, you know, don't live life as though there will always be like another opportunity, another chance to say thank you, to show kindness, to forgive somebody, or to just be present. A lot of time we're just going through the motions, but we're not being intentional in the things that we're doing because we think there's just, we take the day for granted because we just mindlessly think that tomorrow is promised, and tomorrow is promised to no one. Or tomorrow may be promised, but tomorrow may not look like the usual routine of the days prior. Your life could change. So, you know, treasure who you do meet and treasure the experiences that you have. Okay. Um, Life is precious. Be intentional with the people and the moments God entrusted you today. Okay. But you got to think about it. When are you going to meet? When we write off things in life, when we say, "Oh, there'll be another girl, there'll be another guy," "Oh, I can just get another one," "I can just get another one," "Oh, there'll be another job," you know, you're not ever really going to meet all the other people in this world. I'm not saying that God does not have the ability to bring you someone else, but what I am saying is when He does bring you somebody, you don't know if you're ever going to have the chance to meet all of those other millions and billions of people, and who's to say whoever else you meet is going to be, you know someone valuable. You just don't know. We act like the next thing is guaranteed, or that the next thing will always be better than what we have, and a lot of times it is, but we shouldn't go about life that way. um you're only going to meet the people that God places along your path, and you're only going to have the opportunities you know that is allowed on your walk of life. So what if the people and the opportunities in front of you are more valuable than you realize? Stop acting like you'll get another chance. Life is short. Stop treating your life like tomorrow is promised. Life is short. Whoever and whatever you have in front of you today, cherish it. Take care of it. Take care of your belongings, right? You should take care of people that God allow us to be around. There is people that live isolated lives, and that is not by choice. You know, be grateful for the family that you do have. There are a lot of people that don't have family, be it that everyone is estranged or may even be dead. So just be grateful for what you have. Relationship. This video is really strongly aimed at relationship. A lot of times, especially in this year of today's times that we're in, we mishandle people because we're just so not used to a blessing, that when we do get the blessing, we just treat it like the next thing, or we treat it like how we've always treated everything else. And then we'll think that, okay, if it don't work out, oh well, I'll just get me another one. And when we have that kind of mindset, it doesn't invite us to grow. It does not invite us to look inward. It makes, when we have that mindset, it puts us in a place to where we can continue to be this one way in life, while everything should just have to change around us. And the world doesn't work that way, because we can be gone one day and the world will continue to grow and expand and do things differently. You know what I mean? And so, think about COVID. COVID didn't wait for this person or that person or that person. You know what I mean? That season of time, people had to adjust around that. So I say that to say, when we have important people in our lives, you know, cherish them, treat them well, treat them well. And if you determine that, well, they're just not worthy, who are we to say that? But if you determine that you and this person does not mix, then, you know, respectfully and kindly, release that person. Respectfully and kindly release that person. Pray for that person too. But respectfully and kindly release that person. You don't have to mistreat people. We don't have to mistreat people. Um, it's too many times in life that God places a man or a woman in our past, and we mishandle them because we lack whatever it is we're lacking. And then when it doesn't work out because that person is so different, we think that everything should cater to us. And then that person is so different, we just toss them aside when it really was a blessing from God. And then when that person is gone, and then we encounter the billion other people, they were nothing like what this person was. And then we look back and wish we would have treated that person better. Same thing with a job. We get a job, you fumble it. You're showing up however you feel like you want to show up and doing things however you feel like doing. Good paying job, decent job, is not perfect, because nothing ever is. But it's a good job, and then you leave, you get fired from the job, God forbid, but I'm just speaking. And then you come across a million other more jobs, but it ain't quite like that job, and now you're wishing that you would have treated that job better. So, or here's another crazy scenario. You are introduced just to something, and let's just say you have a group of friends, or yeah, you have a group of friends, right? Or whatever, a friend group, a family group, whatever. And you just mistreat them. You don't care for them. You're not intentional with them. You don't remember their birthdays. You don't make time for them. You don't initiate plans to hang out with them. And then you end up getting a job opportunity and you move across the world or across the country. And now you're alone. And nobody can relate to you like your friends, your family back home. And you're having a very hard time connecting with people. Very hard time, right? You wish that you had the people around you that you had where you were. So I say that to say, when God entrusts you to be in the presence of people, things, places, objects, especially objects, that's another conversation for another day. But when God entrusts you with things, cherish it, see the value in it. And sometimes for us to be able to appreciate things, we have to look inward and see what it is about us to why we always just think that okay, the next is we will always get this great thing again. Some opportunities are once in a lifetime, you know. And I'm not saying again that God can't bring you another opportunity, but how you handle things and treat things can affect affect how the rest of your life goes, especially if you don't repent. Another conversation for another day. You know what I mean? So just but even still, whatever you do get, there is no guarantee that okay, you write it off. There's no guarantee that tomorrow you will be able to appreciate the next thing. There's no telling that if you do receive the next thing that you'll be able to appreciate it, because your life may be something may affect your life in such a way where you just can't appreciate. And I'm not saying in your heart, you just may not be able to receive it. You know what I mean? Like for example, you had a car and you mistreated the car, you treated the car any kind of way. Now you lost the car. Oh, I'll get another one. Okay. But now let's just say, yeah, you can get another car, but your license is revoked. Or you can get another car, but you're just unable to drive. I'm just trying to expand your mind in a way for you to see, like, yeah, we can get something else that's nice, but will we be in a position to enjoy it the way that we would have then? So it's just things to think about. It's just things to think about, ponder on, and just to have you be more grateful for the person that you're with. They may not look like how you want them to look, but how is their heart? How do they treat you? Think about that. Um, don't be so quick to write people off. Write off whoever's around us. Write off the situations that we're in. Because there could be a worse situation than that, and then we'll look back and we'll be like, dang, I wish I would have treated that better. I wish I would have handled that better. I wish I would have been more grateful. So, food for thought. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for just your time. And I really would appreciate it if you like this video. Subscribe to my sanctuary space. Love you all.